Hello, hi everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday. I'm Dr. Raman with Excel Health MD. I'm so excited to bring you, to bring in front of you Ms. Chris here today. She has been one of my weight loss success stories, and I'm really excited to bring her out at this time because I know a lot of you are struggling with weight gain and also stress eating during this time. So it's important to see some people losing weight and have some inspiration. And I hope this provides you the motivation to get started and not lose hope. So Ms. Chris here has been seeing us since February of this year, and she has done so well with her weight loss story, and I'm impressed with it. So, and I will let her tell her own story. Ms. Chris, how are you doing today?
Hi, Dr. Rahman. I'm doing well, thank you.
Great. So tell us what motivated you to start this weight loss journey, and what have you tried before?
Well, first of all, I've had a weight issue since I was a child. I was very active when I was young and, just never stopped, but always had an issue. And, as I got older and started working, I'd always felt like my job was so important that I had to take care of that to make a living and all that. So, it became kind of a back seat as far as exercising and eating correctly. And basically, I love food, but it's like you have to learn to adjust as we've all aged and the way it is anymore.
Yeah.
And recently I retired at the end of July. So that was another situation that I'm still trying to adjust to that lifestyle.
Yeah.
And of course, with everybody being quarantined, that has put an extra struggle for everyone, I think, even myself and even people that are working, of course. So that's another thing. But, I've had some health issues as I've aged, and now I'm taking care of those. And the huge reason, number one, is I'm going to have hip replacement on the one hip, and probably very soon after that, the second hip. And I can tell right now from just what I've lost already, the pain has subsided greatly. I'm probably 75% better as far as no pain and movement and all that. And I just really want to be healthy. I want to be healthy. I want to be more active. I just, I'm ready for the next phase of my life. And, now I have the time to do it. And I hope everyone else can realize it's so important to do that. Plus, it's going to help with the recovery time from the surgery. It'll be a much more successful. And, I even went to one facility that said your BMI has to be a certain level. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I had no clue. And I knew I wanted to lose weight. So this is another massive push that I'm trying to, and maybe I can postpone the surgery because I really feel much, much better.
Oh, nice.
And my second thing that I have tried before, hypnosis, years and years ago, and that was successful to some degree. It was not quite as structured. I never really felt like it ever worked for me, but that was during my much younger years. So, you were able to lose a little faster, I think, when you're younger and a little more active than at ages as we've all aged here.
Yes.
I've tried Weight Watchers, went with a friend and just didn't really stick to it. So I'm not saying it didn't work, but I never really participated. Took some different diet pills over the year, a couple of different tries, and just with my work schedule, I never felt like I was dedicated enough to do what it said. And so I never really took those correctly, or even hardly any of the prescriptions. So that was kind of a waste of time and money. And I've tried every fad diet that came along. And of course, you might lose 5 pounds or 8 pounds or something. And there it goes back on after you get off and eat a regular meal. So I think that's the main thing. I started working out in later years and was doing pretty well. But again, kind of the body was too heavy. And I think that's why some of the injuries or some of the things started settling in on me. So that's just my suggestion, is to try to get out and, be healthy as long as you can. And it's never too late. There's always tomorrow to start this new journey. So.
Yeah, I'm sure your story resonates with so many people, right?
Yes.
The things that you have tried and the struggles that you have had. And it sounds like I hear this all the time. There's so many fad diets out there, and it just sometimes people just rely on only medications without doing the lifestyle changes and stuff. And sometimes it's important that they see like a more a trained professional, right, who understands all these hormonal changes that
Yes.
happen as we age and understands the body metabolism, and they're able to help and create more sustainable goals.
I don't think that was real accessible years back, but
Mm-hmm.
I think with everybody's weight issue now, I think it's a lot more out there and available more than we realize now.
Yeah. Yes. A lot more insurances are covering this, and
Right.
including Medicare.
Right. And I didn't want to do the weight loss surgery. I'm not saying that's not good, but for me, it was like I want to be able to eat the foods that I enjoy, just know that I can eat much less of it and still have an enjoyment of it. So,
Yeah.
and that'll come. I'm looking forward to the new way of life, and it's going to be for everything.
Yeah.
The way that my daily life, the coronavirus is going to be nipped here, and hopefully we can all get vaccinated
Yeah.
and go forward. So,
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So that's how it works. I think in our program, it's all the weight loss plans are all personalized. So we meet people where they are at. So if somebody is going for a surgery, we help them to get started right way for the nutrition, so that they have certain pattern and they're set with their plan before the surgery. And then sometimes people struggle after surgery because it's a lifelong thing. So
yes.
people need to have the right education and the tools and the help they need. So now tell me, in your case, so what have you changed and how much weight have you lost?
Okay. First of all, I kind of analyzed this, and I really think the first meal of the day sets your schedule,
Okay.
because if you're going to have a few more carbs at breakfast, you're going to have to adjust during the day. So, same with your protein and that sort of thing. So if you have a very light,
Breakfast,
yeah,
yeah.
if you have a very light breakfast, go with your, heavier, not heavier meal, but, the ones with the carbs and the protein a little more throughout the day. Sometimes I'm just not as hungry. Every day is a new day. So it's not like I have to eat more, 6 meals a day. It's like I'm learning to eat when I'm hungry, and I'm not trying to get too full. Trying to increase my water, and believe me, I never was a drinker to begin with. I liked iced tea, but maybe a couple of glasses at the most a day.
Uh-huh.
And water at times, but not like now. It's like Dr.
I know.
Rahman's on me all the time to drink my water.
No, I mean,
And I'm doing much better. I mean,
that's
I'm
good.
up
I'm
to
proud
what,
of you.
8 or 9 glasses a day, which is good for me, believe me.
Good, good.
I would do it at work. I'd go fill up me a glass with ice, and it would be still there, throwing it away at night at work. So it's like I never drank water. I would drink more at home.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is, I think, just setting up your first meal of the day. And yeah, if you know you're going to go out to some place and maybe have some different,
Yeah.
a nicer meal or something that you want to like save it for, then just kind of eat lighter throughout the day. And that's kind of what I've learned. It's like I eat when I'm hungry,
Uh-huh.
and sometimes I have to kind of I have to eat when I'm not real hungry, because I know I need the nourishment. So that's been rare, rare in my lifetime, because usually I want to feel full.
Yes.
So that's just kind of where I'm at on that. I've lost, as of a little over 2 months, just maybe about a 2 months and about a week, I've lost 31.6. And you put that
Yay.
0.6 on there, because that's almost another pound.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, it's made and I've got clothes on here that are, not that they were tight, but they're really much looser now.
Pretty good. Yeah. A loser. Okay.
Looser, yes.
Okay. Nice.
So, very, very happy with the weight loss. And again, I'd like to lose, 100 pounds at the snap of a finger. It just doesn't work that way, and this is going to be a lifetime of changing. So, we have to take one day at a time. That's all we have, is one day at a time. Do the best you can. If you fail today, get back up and do it again tomorrow. So,
That's so nice. Yeah.
and I live by myself. So it's like I have no one patting me on the back and say, good job. I mean, I have friends that are aware of what I'm doing, and a few family members, but it is tough when you don't have someone helping you. But again, sometimes your spouse or children, they can want their candy and all that in front of you, and I'm sure that makes it hard. But for me, it's, no one's around to know if I cheat, and I have not cheated at all since I've been on the diet. So And that's amazing for me as well.
Yeah, I think being alone or living with family, both of them have their
Ups and downs.
ups and downs.
But at least they can kind of keep your mind off of things, you know. But again, they're like, oh man, I would love an ice cream. No, you go get it and I'll stay at home. So,
Right. Yeah.
but I just know that this is short term for me. I mean, it's once I get the weight off, then I'll be able to have a little more flexibility, but
Yeah.
that's on down the road here. So.
Yeah, looks like I think you've already given them their message what they need to do every day and stuff. So tell me, would you recommend Excel Health MD and Dr. Raman to other patients?
I would. I think you understand our struggles from what I understand from you, and you always give real helpful suggestions, and you help adjust some things that need to be adjusted, or, you know, and it's a day-by-day challenge, and, you know, we may need to adjust it the next 2 weeks or ever how often you meet with folks. But yes, I think so. And I think with us being quarantined, one of the things that has helped me is one of my goals was to just reach out to people. I've contacted family that I haven't talked to in years just because they've aged, they have their families. They kind of forget that, you know, we're all family. And so I've reached out. I've probably made 35 calls or texts within 2 or 3 days. And it was really awesome because sometimes there's hard feelings with certain things that have happened in the past, and not that they don't care for you, but you just don't talk. And it was very rewarding. It really enlightened me and lifted me up. And, you know, I just think this is a time now to connect with family again. I know people staying at home with their kiddos or their spouse just can reconnect with things. And I do. I stay on the phone a lot. And I never was a big phone person, but it's like, it's so nice to be able to have somebody to chat back and forth with, check on you to see how you're doing. And my motto is we have to keep moving forward. You know, that's been my motto even before the pandemic happened. And it's like, just take each day as it comes. And, you know, life is just too short. All we have is today. So let's make the most of it. Do the best you can today and get back up again and do better tomorrow. So
nice.
That's where I'm standing. And believe me, it's a struggle for me as well, but I just know what the goal is going to be. The goal is going to be where I'm going to feel better, look better, and be healthy and get off of any medication and just ready for the new excitement of my life coming. So I wish well for anybody.
Yeah. Thank you, Ms.Chris. I think that was a great story and a great message, especially the importance of human connections during this time.
Yes.
Right. So I hope you're all inspired by Ms. Chris here and her weight loss story. And she has really several tidbits of inspiration for everybody there. And I think, thank you, Ms. Chris here for talking to us and
thank you.
And be willing to give us your story here. And I'm sure everybody appreciates it. So thank you. And you all take care and have a great rest of the day.
Thank you.